Hi, beautiful souls. Forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others. Forgiveness as and when something comes up in a moment and you think, goodness me, that was a little bit out of alignment with my boundaries. Forgiveness. This is a very beautiful practice that sets us free, sets others free, and is completely necessary to the path of ascension process, and it cannot be skipped, it cannot be pushed aside, it cannot be, oh well, I can do other things, but I'm not prepared. Good morning, walnut tree, my friend. But I'm not prepared to go there and clear that bit out of my life because that person did this to me and they're going to be sorry. There are certain aspects that we have to release out into the open for further clarity, for love, unconditional love. Forgiveness is an opportunity to heal, not just ourselves, but to those that we are wishing to forgive. But my feeling is that the biggest aspect of forgiveness involves ourselves. Most people do not forgive themselves. Even now, people make mistakes and they beat up on themselves like, oh God. And it's like, do you realize that that is beating yourself up? Even if it doesn't look like much, that's a form of beat up. It is. And it comes from early childhood. Maybe you had a parent who was very scolding, or one that was rather disempowering, micromanaged. Can be all sorts of things, but it's usually comes from being a perfectionist. And I speak with experience here because, you know, perfectionism is another aspect of trauma that needs to be healed, and to be aware of it, you know, not to be afraid of it, not to shrink away from it, not to wear it as a badge of honor either. It's not a badge of honor, it's just that is how it is, and we embrace it. We say, okay, we have a little bit of work here to do, and work through it, forgiving the reasons why that became a coping mechanism for you, why it's a part of your life, and why you're still allowing it to be a part of your life. So forgiveness is very broad. Forgiving yourself for the way you are, and for things that maybe aren't pleasing to you about yourself, just forgive those. Just be authentic. If there are certain things about yourself that may be a little bit different, provided they're not harming you in any way, then just embrace them, because the best person you can ever be whilst you're here is you. That's the best don't be someone else. And I can't remember who said the quote, but they're all taken. Be yourself. Be yourself. Completely be yourself. Be your authentic, true self. And live as your true self. And keep forgiving. Forgiving every time a thought comes up and you feel disempowered by it. That is an opportunity to forgive. Forgive whatever it is, whether it's a feeling, whether it's another person, whether it's something that you did in your past you weren't proud of. Just forgive it. Keep forgiving. You must keep doing this exercise, and even if you feel like you've done all the inner work, new times will pop up. New times. Forgiving yourself if you spent that extra 5 minutes on the phone with somebody that was quite clearly pushing your boundaries and you're annoyed with yourself for not saying something, for instance. Just keep forgiving. Forgive, forgive, forgive. And say to yourself, how can I be more aware to ensure that I'm more loving, more kind to myself and to others, but also with clear, healthy boundaries. Clear, healthy boundaries, so that I don't feel that I am giving my energy away in ways that aren't supportive for my system. Because ultimately, we want to share, we want to be giving, we want to be of service to others. That's what we want to do. But we also don't want to feel depleted of our energy because somebody's taking our energy without there being the beautiful exchange, the acknowledgement, the appreciation, the gratitude, the monetary exchange. Not always, but sometimes, people need to have money to live and to food on the table. So just keep forgiving, keep letting go, and keep loving the process of who you are, who you're becoming, and of others, who they are, who they're becoming. We're all at different stages, and that's absolutely beautiful. No judgment to anybody because none of us are perfect. Just keep loving openly, open heart, and knowing that all is well, all is good. Forgiveness is the key, or one of the keys. God bless you all.